Greetings, YouTube. Last weekend, someone challenged me to take a different look at dwarves, elves, and humans, and essentially take them and shift their traditional roles to the left. So you have urban elves, arboreal dwarves, and subterranean humans. And how would I run them? Alright, so let's take a look at the dwarves first. Now, arboreal dwarves, I can't imagine dwarves climbing into trees. I can see them living amongst trees, and in particular, I can see them living among the roots of trees, building enclaves within the structure of these huge, sequoias and redwoods and such, and of course, fantasy versions would even be larger. And I can see that without a problem. And I would change the stone cutting to wood cutting. Straight across the board, no issues there. I would probably take out the dwarven bonus for defensive training, because I don't know if they'd be facing a lot of giants, but I'd probably add in a bonus for them to work with wood. So anytime they're working with wood or stone, give them a bonus +2, because they're still working with stone in building their structures amongst the roots and building with wood, because that's where they live. They also would probably spend a lot of time caring for the woods in a way that, like, traditionally the elves do. Now, as far as the elves are concerned, if you're going to do urban elves, I really think the only thing you've got to do with an urban elf is change the weapons, because they're already perfectly suited to that. And what I want to do for the weapons is I want to have, instead of the bows, longswords, and rapiers, it would be firearms, rapiers, and short swords. I'm going for a 17th century high court kind of fencing fops. They're beautiful, they're elegant, they're intelligent, and they spend all of their time fighting each other over petty differences. They duel with swords, they duel with pistols, they backstab each other in court intrigues and things like that. So I think that's all you're going to do for the elves to make that difference. And the last are subterranean humans. Now, I would probably take from the Races of Destiny, which has the Underfolk, which are kind of a subterranean version of humans. And I would let them keep the +2 to any stat. That's the standard Pathfinder version of humans. They stay medium. They still move at 30. They have dark vision out to 60 feet. They keep their skill bonus, but they lose their extra feet. They get a +2 racial bonus to listen checks or perception checks because of their being attuned to the underground world. They're familiar with weapons familiarity with light and heavy picks as simple weapons rather than as martial weapons. And they, however, suffer light sensitivity because they spend all their time underground. And I think that would pretty much make subterranean humans function. They're going to be different. It's going to have a much different structure. They're going to end up being a whole lot like dwarves in many ways. But I think that is a very simple off-the-cuff, and this is some stuff I just worked up last night at work, and I just went and looked up some of the stats this morning before I turned the camera on. But if you were going to do what I just did, urban elves, arboreal dwarves, and subterranean humans, how would you do it?